Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and this is the second of the two build submissions that I got. And it's kind of a shame that I'm not necessarily doing the viewer appreciation week that I thought I was going to be doing, but hopefully what comes in its place will be just as interesting. Hopefully. And don't worry, if you guys want me to continue to try out your builds, instead of doing it as the viewer appreciation thing, just send them to me. Obviously, I'm not against trying out people's builds. So this one is going to be coming to us from, it goes by the name of Sheep on my Discord. I'm pretty sure that's Mr. Sheepies here on YouTube, so thank you for your suggestion. This one is going to be a Quantum Edge build, and I've talked about Quantum Edge in the past. I think this one is fun. I really do like Quantum Edge. And we are going to be running it with a build that's going to take full advantage of what it does. And what is our... Oh, that's what was missing from your suggestion, was a dash. Okay, so we're going to be doing this with the combo gloves when I get there. I guess I'm just going to be choosing a dash. I guess I'm choosing Razor Burst. I'll just go Electric, Wind, and Dark. Dark Sage, that's supposed to be Chaos! Yeah, you know it's darkness just as well as I do. Then the idea is that we are trying to make as much of a use out of the Quantum Edge as we can get, which is... And with things like this, what we get is we can set up the Quantum Edge and then throw all but one of those swords with one combo. Now, were this me, I would go in a different direction. Because we have ourselves a build that's heavily focused on making use of Quantum Edge, and Quantum Edge is really good at laying status effects. I would actually start this build with the Hunter's Stiletto, and then probably the Tempo Robe or the Hope Robe to make use of cooldown reduction. Wait, Hope doesn't do cooldown reduction. Tempo does. Vigor does. And Venture does. So one of those three is what I would have chosen. Because sometimes just the additional critical hit isn't necessarily worth it. And having the last spark of Bolt Rail, to me, just isn't as valuable as getting that extra damage out of Hunter's Stiletto. I would probably also choose something other than Blurring Falconry. But I see what you're going for, so let's give it a shot like this, and depending on how well I do, I might try it with the retooled version that I thought of. And for our music choice, I rolled jazz a third time in a row, so the next time I record Wizard of Legend 1, I will be choosing a different soundtrack myself. In the meantime, let's get into this. Boom. Let's get our starting gold, because I know you love Chaos Gems. And we'll just go with whatever and see what happens. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh no, I'm not going to be able to poison these enemies. Whatever am I going to do? And you see, the other thing is, because the Quantum Edge also gets launched out because, thanks to interactions with Blurring Falconry, or really with any spell that you use, it kind of feels like a waste to have the combo gloves. Now, the reason why I'm pretty against the combo gloves is because, for the most part, all they do is make your basics slower. Like, getting that last hit isn't necessarily important to the build. Like, I think because we want as much uptime with Quantum Edge as possible, you would actually be better off using a cooldown reduction robe, as I had suggested earlier, and then really making things pop with that Hunter Stiletto. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh, we're gonna take that, because who doesn't like having more gold? Then everything else is kind of whatever. I'll come back to it if something really stands out. Okay, so here... I kind of like the idea of Tracer Barrage, actually. A little bit more area control and very rapid hits. I'm having a hard time seeing the downside to that, aside from that it's not going to be super effective against Zeal. Oops. No, I meant to go to the blue. Blue, damn it. Then we come out in the orange portal in Cincinnati. Why did you take the portal gun that far? Okay, I gotta admit, this combo glove is really throwing off my groove. See, I use Bolt Rail a lot, so what's throwing me off about having the combo glove on is that I have a specific timing that I like to work with Bolt Rail, and having that extra like hit come in like a few frames late at the very end there, really not doing it for me. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Let's buy this, and we'll donate it to Nocturne and see if we get some really cool stuff. Not really. Kind of felt like a waste of money, actually. Okay, so interestingly, the swords do not get activated when you use Bubble Barrage. Somehow I'm not surprised, but... Also, I just noticed that the Wind Sword is Cloud Strife's Buster Sword. So, there you go, Final Fantasy VII fans, there you are. That makes me think, are any of the other swords anything familiar? And would I know them if I saw them? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not super familiar with some of these other swords. Like, they look familiar, but I couldn't tell you where from, aside from Cloudstripe's Buster Sword. Like, is one of them the Master Sword? Hang on. I want to see if one of them is the Master Sword or the Sword of Omens. Okay, so the Chaos Sword is kind of the Master Sword. The Earth Sword is kind of the Sword of Omens, and the rest I don't recognize, so... If you guys know what the swords are, comment below and educate all of us. Ugh. Okay, this is not working out. Good Lord. Like, I know it sounds like I'm making excuses, but seriously, the combo gloves are throwing off my entire rhythm. Like, just that little bit of a delay really makes a big difference. Oh, why did I take Bubble Barrage? I want that. So if it wasn't completely obvious, what I was thinking is, okay, so the swords can be activated off of Whirring Falconry. If I can activate that off of Bubble Barrage, then we've got ourselves an interesting little combo here. And of course, no, they don't get activated off of Bubble Barrage. That's what I get for trying to be smart. Terra Ring is a nice get-off-me option. I'm not sure how much I like it. Not for this build, I should say. For this specific build, I don't know if Terra Ring is a good option. I want to get rid of these combo gloves so badly, but I'm trying not to disrespect Mr. Sheepy's build. There we go. Alright, is there anything here that's gonna help? Not immensely? I think I'll grab that just so I have myself a little bit of a defensive buffer zone. Alright, Atlas. You ready to face your maker? You know, Contingent 99? Look, I'm not the hugest fan of Bubble Barrage, but in the spots where it works really well. And hey, on the fire stage, makes good sense to use it. Ooh, poison. You know, in case you're wondering what to have for breakfast, just a hearty dose of fatal enzymes, and you'll be all set to go to your funeral. You know, where you're going to be in the casket. I lost track of this a long time ago. I'm just talking out of my ass. Don't listen to me. Alright, this way. No! You get your throwing blades out of here, sir. I don't want anything to do with them. Okay. Well, we have status effects up the wazoo, so I don't exactly need more. I will take Cursier's Mask, though. And if I happen to come across anything else, I will bring them to you. Kinda hoping to see Nox, though. You know, / Mars. Sir, does that look like Hino Ray to you? You know what? I didn't know what I was talking about. I just said a word, and it was the wrong word. I know his name is Nox. Alright, well, aside from my complaints with combo gloves, this is very much what I would run a Quantum Edge build with. You get kind of the best mix of range and quick activations this way. The only other basics that activate anywhere near as quick are Spark Contact, which is just super close range, which, don't get me wrong, that works just fine. Perfect, cast it right into the wall. That's a silly mistake, Darksage. Oh no, that was a plan. Wait, you planned to shoot it into the wall and do nothing? Precisely. You see, it intimidates my enemies. If they're gonna look at that and go, God, if he's willing to do that to the wall, what's he willing to do to me? I think he's just making things up. Maybe it's been broke for a good while. The Erdtree, I'm saying. Might as well grab those. Not gonna hurt anything to have them. There we go. Beautiful burst down. Double back for that health orb that I somehow missed. Oh, that was not right. I was trying to cast Tracer Barrage. Whoops. Go away. Oh geez, it just threw them all at once. I don't know if that's what I wanted. Okay, so here's another issue that I have with the Bolt Rail having that 6th activation from the combo gloves. That is that I don't necessarily want to throw 6 swords at once. More often than not, I want to throw just 4 or 5, and then save the other 3 for a little bit later on down the road. Like, I hate to make it sound like this is just the run of complaining. I'm just looking at what I have going on here and going, I see what you're going for, but let me see if I can... Let me see if I can make it a little bit better. Make just some subtle changes. But again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. You did give me a build, and I'm going to run with it. Alright, let's donate a Ward of Frost to the good doctor and see if we get anything good. Yep, we got something good. And yes, I have heard you all say that I don't necessarily need to have the Arcana that gets donated in my active 6. It's just kind of a superstition thing. Hello, jewelry box. Wish I had the chance to pick that up before I got all those Chaos Gems, but not a big deal. In the face. Owie. I'll tell you what, he's no Radagon of the Golden Order. Dark Sage, have you been infected by Elden Ring? No, I've been infected by the Scarlet Rot. Good, he's just going nuts with that game. Next thing you know, he's going to be telling us about his sorcery build. Well, that sucked. Oh. Okay, so I think we grab this. I could also make a case for absorption coil, but it's also not super important. And before I go too much further, there we go. Bubbles! So even I'm not the biggest fan of Bubble Barrage, and you all know that, but even spells that I consider to be bad still have uses. And probably the best use for Bubble Barrage is its defensive purposes against projectiles. Getting tired of archers hitting you in the face with arrows, or even worse, in the knee? Just throw out a wall of bubbles and watch that problem just fly away. Also does decent damage against big enemies. So when I was talking earlier about not wanting to throw all the swords at once, what I mean by that is when I'm fighting mobs, I don't necessarily want to throw them all at one mob. I like to be able to like throw a couple in one direction, a couple in another direction. And yes, I know I can still do that with the combo glove equipped. But you know, when you've done something for so long and you're just going on muscle memory, it does make things a little tricky. I like that spell, but I think I'm good. Eh. Alright, is there anything that I want to pick up here? There we go. There we go. God damn, I'm getting a little tired of your mobs, sir. Surprised I made it through that with Ella's glass kite intact. Oh, they canceled my birds. I know that sounded weird. Like, why is social media trying to cancel a couple of paragraphs? It's like, no, not those birds. Though I wouldn't be surprised if at some point or another on Twitter someone posted something like, "Parakeets are against our agenda, they need to go." That's just how weird the world has gotten lately. Where everything is, you know, problematic to seemingly everyone. To which I would say, maybe spend less time on Twitter. The real world doesn't care about your Twitter nonsense. No. I will not be bottlenecked, unlike you guys. Why did I think I had that available? Ow. Okay, so I think we take the obvious choice, because everything, even though everything is upgraded, I'm also not going to be spending a lot more money on things. At least not in this run, so might as well take the bigger damage boost. Go away. And now we take a trip to the Andes. To Anders. There we go. That's what I like. Yeah. Just a nice, straightforward damage boost. That's fine by me. Wonderful. One, two, three. Yay, swords! There, not so bad. Hey, walk into that, thank you. Yeah, Bubble Barrage actually being kind of fun right now. Okay, and I think... you've done me good service, Sarosh. I've given thee courtesy enough. Now I fight as Dark Sage Walker. Warrior! If he makes one more Elden Ring reference, I'm gonna punch him. Okay, wow. It's summon day. Is this what I get for wanting to summon swords? Well, too bad, because I've been sworn through swords. Ah, that was a Devil May Cry reference, not an Elden Ring reference. Well, that didn't work as well as I would have liked. Bird attack! Oh my god, I suck so bad. Yeah, didn't expect me to evade through your Aqua Beam, did you? That's what you get for making assumptions. And there you go. A lovely little Quantum Edge build, and a lot of fun to play through, because I do very much like Quantum Edge. And I don't mean for the complaints to make it sound like I was just going to go into this run and go, hey, go through the motions. But there were just a couple of little things that I would have done differently, but all in all, still a lot of fun. And if you guys haven't tried out Quantum Edge yet, definitely do so. It's probably most easily treated like a basic Arcana buff, like Lightning Aspect or Fueled Berserk. But there are other spells that it works with, and it can really be a lot of fun to just summon a group of swords and then just thrust them into the face of unsuspecting ne'er-do-wells. Really a lot of fun with this one, so check this out. This build was brought to you by Mr. Sheepies again, so thank you very much for your build suggestion. Obviously, if you have more build suggestions, by all means, just let me know. I want to thank you, of course, for stopping in and spending some of your free time here with me today. I very much appreciate it. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and you take care, everybody.